How's it going? Dave here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking all about drop 2 and 4 voicings. This is the final part of a drop voicing series, so if you want to learn about all the other types of drop voicings, I've got all the videos in the series in this top corner for you to check out, but today is going to be strictly on drop 2 and 4 voicings. So what is a drop 2 and 4 voicing? It is basically where we take a 4-note chord in close position. So for example here I've got a C major 7, C, E, G, B, and you take the second highest and the fourth highest, so the lowest note, and you drop them down an octave and you get these really interesting voicings. So let's take a look at how we can play major 7 chords, minor 7 chords, and dominant 7th chords in all 4 inversions using drop 2 and 4 voicings. So let's start off with major 7. I'm going to show you all the different voicings for a C major 7 chord. So with the root in the bass, we have this one to start off with. Then if we move the third into the bass, we get this. If we move the fifth to the bass, we get this. And if we move the 7th to the bass, then we get this. Now that was with the bass on the 5th string. Now I'm going to show you how to play with the bass in the 6th string on the low E string. So the first shape with the root in the bass, we're going to play like this. Then the second shape looks like this. The third shape looks like this with the 5th in the bass. And if we move the 7th into the bass, we get this shape. So those are all the shapes for a drop 2 and 4 major 7th chord. Now let's take a look at minor 7th chords. We're going to be playing a C minor 7th chord and taking a look at all the voicings for drop 2 and 4 here. So this is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. And then this is the fourth and final one with the bass on the 5th string. This is with the 7th in the bass now. Now if we move to the low E string for the bass note, then with the root in the bass we get this shape. Then if we move the third into the bass, we get this shape. Now if we move the 5th into the bass, we get this shape. And then if we move the 7th into the bass, we get this shape, which is a little bit tricky, but is doable. So those are all of the drop 2 and 4 voicings for a minor 7th chord. Now let's take a dominant 7th chord and take a look at all the voicings for that. So a C dominant 7th chord with the root in the bass. Here's the first shape. Now if we move the third into the bass, we get this shape. If we move the 5th into the bass, we get this shape. And then if we place the 7th into the bass, then we get this. So now we're going to move to the 6th string. We get this shape for the root in the bass. Then if we move the 3rd into the bass, then we get this shape. Then if we move the fifth into the bass, we get this shape. And then finally, if we move the seventh into the bass, we get this shape. There you have it. So you have all of the shapes of your major 7, minor 7, and dominant 7th chords as drop 2 and 4 voicings. Now let's take a look at how we can use these drop 2 and 4 voicings in a chord progression. So I'm going to take the same chord progression from the previous two videos: C, major 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, F major 7, G7, and put them together into a chord progression using drop 2 and 4 voicings so you can hear how they might sound. That's an example of a nice sounding chord progression using drop 2 and 4 voicings. They are very tricky. You might have heard some dead notes in there, but I spent ages just getting a good take there, so you're gonna have to deal with it. If you enjoyed this video and you want to recap all of these shapes, then the link to the tabs for all of those shapes are in the description at my Patreon page. Also, if you enjoyed the video, click like, let me know what you thought in the comments, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell as well. And if you're looking to write some really awesome chord progressions, then in the description, you can check the link to the first 2 chapters of my book, Chord Charisma, which you can get for absolutely free. And they'll be really, really helpful for you when it comes to writing chord progressions. I'll see you in the next video.